field now as they will send this one away.
I'm already recording.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was good, dude. Yeah, he got up dizzy. He's on concussion protocol.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in the pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Darkwa trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
God.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards.
Chill, Bumbleclot.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards.
Guy,
gives him a new set of downs.
We went through this at the beginning of the game, bro.
On the run,
I have the black jersey.
looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And then throw that to Muslim slow.
Second down following the incompletion.
And that. And I grew up to TV, Daddy.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now it's Ajayi. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Oh, word?
Yeah. I think I threw too many bombs.
And the defense searches for one more stop
Are
here
you going with me
after
to
the
pick
run
up
on
Kyrie?
2nd down.
Yeah.
Or you staying home?
I'm going with you to pick up Kyrie. And there's
3rd and 2, Luck. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's regroup.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Booga, 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 booga.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
I ate your brain.
Now I'm zombie daddy.
3rd and long, it's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An update now from Oakland. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yes, that's me. No, you're not shooting me.
I don't want to shoot you.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
They'll
run again now with Darquan. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down.
Oh, wow.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson on second down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack. The offensive line is just getting...
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Damon Harrison busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
To throw is Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8
Ma,
for
say hi to
on
Terrell.
the year.
Huh? You can just say hi, Terrell. He can hear you.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take
Yeah,
a
in the
repeat
league,
of his
he's getting
first.
demolished right now, but he's still confident.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team.
Oh,
now.
that's
This
your
one
brag?
goes all the way into the
Oh,
end
you
zone
can't
on
talk
the
when I can
5,
see
so
your
that'll come
plays.
back to the
But when you
20.
can't,
The
when I
Cardinals
can't see
offense
your
now
plays,
works their way back
you
onto
nice.
the field. And on the
Come on,
last
man.
go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
I don't bother staring. That's not part of my game to be staring at your plays while you're picking them.
What they're looking for now,
You a lie. You a lie.
move the ball at least a few times on
No, he
offense, get a
didn't.
couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Off of play action. Luck. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Stay when I hit it at the
and
top.
Out now come the Seahawks. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move
Supposed
the
to be out of
football,
bounds
but
at
still
the
wound up punting
18-yard
in the end.
line.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes, And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Oh, okay.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone coming in from his outside line.
You can get his rushing yards on the other side of the field, not on this side of the field. This side of the field, you might score, and we're trying to give you the donut.
Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Not yet, buddy.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that one incomplete.
You guys didn't
Had some position but couldn't hold on. And
I
it
wasn't
brings
scoring.
up
I was
4th
trying to
down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
ready to pass.
He'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Daddy,
And that's what friends are for.
what was your hand?
As the
Did you
returner,
see
you
that
know who
play,
you're
though?
buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer.
We ain't trying
And
to
put your
score. We're
defense
just
in a
trying to
bad
keep you
spot.
from scoring.
On first down, Locke. 20. Brown will stick
Yeah, did you see that spin, though?
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick.
hanging on to their lead.
Now, that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier
Uncle
now.
Phil, relax.
Just increased their lead.
Franks to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
The lights so trash.
He said, hey, go to bed.
No.
Ask him again, though.
What?
Ask him the question that you asked him.
I'm gonna run. Why are you
As the
so
kickoff here
trash?
as they run up and send this one away. This is
What
taken
did
about
you
7
say,
yards
Daddy?
deep.
He said, ask your pops why he's slaughtering me by so
Back to
much.
just about the 25,
No,
call it
no,
the
Uncle
24
Phil,
yard
why are
line.
you so
The
trash?
Seahawks offense now
He's
getting
trying-
ready
he's
to
trying
come
his
back
best,
onto
though,
the
okay?
field. And some dangerous territory.
Okay.
Already down 3 scores, a 3 and out
So-
here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is
You were
calling
lying.
every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As he'll talk it over
Daddy,
here
Daddy,
before what will be an
Daddy.
important third down. The
Daddy.
Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so
Hold on,
far
let me
in
try
this
to do
game.
this
This
real
is
quick.
3rd and 9. Now Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
What do you think this is, the fourth quarter? You going for it on 4th and 2 on your 31? Trash, B.
Yeah, that's
Trash, B.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Darkwa. And he's He's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
I know.
Luck on first down.
Oh, stop playing.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's
Scoreboard.
already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they were successful.
Stop playing, yo. Stop. Whoa. Chill, homie.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland, and the Raiders have jumped out to an early
What up, Joe?
The Chiefs, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Oh, that was over the crib.
About 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Oh, so you playing for a better draft position.
Typically down to the first half.
Bro, I'm looking at your record. You probably picking first either way.
They need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Bro, looking at your record, you're probably picking first either way, so it don't matter if you win, lose, or what.
I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive.
You picking first anyway.
So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get
Yo, why am I kicking like this all of a sudden?
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14.
Scoreboard, my nigga.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Donut?
They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard.
Donut?
Set in that locker room. That's what I want to know.
I would love to
Joe went to bed. Yeah, we about to have one big one. You can have for yourself or yourself.
People upset, but typically halftime welcomes a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Yeah, you can tell them whatever you want to tell them.
Escaping the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That's not how it works.
They liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
You should have been. You're too close to the 50. All right, this time, I'll give it to you right here.
They'll run with Darkwa. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
A gain of 3.
5 yards.
Down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Nah.
Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful.
My DBs don't got no hands.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my.
Well. Now Brown. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, let's
throw the ball.
Taken down. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback.
28-0. Score 3 points at least, my nigga.
He's going to put him on
3 points at least.
From the gun on third down, Love flush to his right. Now on the run. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowl.
There you go. You might get 3 points right here.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he
yo, look, you so happy to have scored 7 points. That's sad, yo.
His 5th touchdown
That's sad.
on the year.
That's sad, yo.
Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for
you know a
6.
nigga's garbage when he's just happy just to get 1 score on the board.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
This time he's winning. All the other games when I can see what play he's picking are demolished.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
Yo, you still talking, man?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yeah, all right.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look
because I know the rules.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
But no, on some real shit, too, if I knew he was playing in this league, I probably would never answer you back.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A
Yeah,
6-yard pickup on the ground.
you got the Raiders
That'll make it
garbage
3rd
too,
and
man.
4
Why are you trying to
coming
act like the Raiders are any
Quarter,
different?
You've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Shit.
But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
How many forced wins? 3 or 4? Shit.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1
Yo,
for 5 to this point. This
your mouth is
3rd and
moving,
4.
so I know you're lying.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And Gresham has it left side. And able to pick up the first across
Scoreboard say what?
the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Scoreboard say what, though?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean,
Nah, I'm not even playing serious, yo.
To the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Yo, 28-7, man. At least be competitive, yo. Come on.
From the gun, here's Locke. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this one.
Golly, man.
Minnesota touchdown.
Golly.
Big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about
Take a
7
knee.
yards
Oh,
deep.
damn. I tried to help you.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner.
You should, man. You're ruining his legacy. You garbage. What?
Hey, as soon as this game over, I'm gonna quit. So I won't count, and then I'm gonna let you get the force win.
I'm gonna have you kicked from the league.
Surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
That's alright, and then you'll be dead. You'll be dead to me for the rest of your life.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Look at every game against you was a practice game. It's like playing the practice squad.
On second down, here's Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated.
We ain't worried about no stats.
Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. This is Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, let me say that. Come on, man. You gonna make me get a delay a game? Cause I can't. You ready?
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On the UFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Why?
The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Yo, come on, yo, pick a play, nigga.
Yo. No, it's not. You're lying.
Action here on 1st down. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation.
What's wrong with it?
The corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They come up in an offside.
Yo.
2nd and goal to go now. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now Franks for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Off the play fake, Bradley. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Bradley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd down, Bradley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw on 3rd down, Bradley. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do because
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
that's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsau? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Telling us stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult
right
right there. Now they need
for?
to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Locke. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and do it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try by Bailey.
He can hear you.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradley flushed out right. He's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set.
He should be the starting quarterback, but his coach sucks.
Luck gonna throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down big here late. I don't know.
You know they say pickle juice is good to replace electrolytes.
Like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?"
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 78
How you go all
yards.
season and not play
And the
him?
Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Hey guys, I've been stopped playing. I'm over here building a tent with Kyrie And you happy because you got the score close.
That should just about put a camper on this one.
Out of here,
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
You're still losing.
I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Daddy, I did a
They
magic.
stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a shake and bake by Ajayi. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Daddy, you find it, and I'll tell you where it is. You find it.
I can't find it. Where is it?
It's under the blanket.
Oh.
Pick it up. Open it. You're right there. What's that do?
Throwing now. Lock. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
It's my turn to play something.
No, it ain't. You crazy? This is my TV, my PlayStation.
And you have an Xbox. Your Xbox is in your brain.